Welcome back. A convicted sexual predator is accused of striking again.
And claims of problematic prosecution show he should have never been back on the streets. David Brown is accused of 2 violent sexual assaults within the last month in the Metro East. Brown has a history of sexual assaults dating back decades. News 4's Corey Stark is investigating the cases that are now causing concerns.
In my exclusive interview with Madison County State's Attorney Tom Gibbons, he does not mince words talking about past failures of the very department he's now elected to represent. He says twice this accused assailant was allowed to walk without any prosecution, and now more victims are suffering.
I think had the prosecutors been doing their job in 1990 and 1996, we wouldn't even be talking about this guy today. He would be locked up.
Court documents show that in 1990, 1996, and in 1997, Brown was charged with aggravated criminal sexual assault. After the 1997 crimes, the Madison County State's Attorney William Hain went ahead with charges leading to a conviction. Brown got 20 years in prison. But Gibbons says Hain dismissed the cases from 1990 and 1996. No word to why.
Had he been convicted in one of those cases, when he was convicted in 1997, they could have got him put away forever. I think it's a total dereliction of the duty of the prosecutors in 1990 and 1996.
Fast forward now more than 20 years after serving his prison sentence, Brown is charged again with violent sexual assaults in 2 separate attacks over the last month, one in Granite City and the other in unincorporated Madison County.
It's heartbreaking. How do you tell somebody that but for a terrible decision made in the past or a series of terrible decisions made by the prior prosecutor, this never could have happened to you? How do you tell somebody that?
Marty Kelly, the executive director of the Crime Victims Center in St. Louis, has many of those tough conversations with crime victims.
We want to make sure that they don't ever feel blamed, that they feel like any of this is their fault.
She says stats show violent abusers will strike again.
20% of sex offenders reoffend. There's low risk and high risk offenders, and the high risk offenders are the violent offenders that we see.
I have a great fear that there may be other victims out there.
Right now, Brown is being held on a total $1 million bond. Gibbons says while his office can't change the past, they do now have a special unit in place to prosecute these cases so something like this doesn't happen again. Gibbons wants anyone who may have been a victim to contact their local police department. Corey Stark, News 4.